The murder of Renee Good by an ICE agent is horrific. It's tragic and it cannot be ignored. However, I don't think the murder of an American woman should be reduced to a shooting because that's false framework. It is stripping away the events that occurred moments before her murder. A federal agent is seen moments before discharging his weapon and killing an American. He is seen attempting to open her car door. And he does this without any cause, without a warrant, and without reading her any of her rights. Before an American woman was murdered, her Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights were completely violated. And so the administration will tell us the killing was legal and it was necessary because the agent felt threatened or he has PTSD. But that is not only a false narrative, but it is also absolutely disregarding not only Renee Good's constitutional rights, but our constitutional rights, your constitutional rights. Meanwhile, the media will frame this as a sudden tragedy, an incomprehensible day for ICE agents, but this was not sudden, no. This was predictable. The predictable result of normalized intimidation, routine constitutional violations, and state actors who no longer fear legal boundaries whatsoever. If we isolate the murder from the illegal conduct that preceded it, we rewrite lawlessness as accidental and ICE agents killing Americans as unforeseeable. When accountability only begins after lethal force is used, the rule of law, our Constitution, it has already collapsed. And do not get confused. This is not the failure of one agent. Kristi Noem said it best herself. The agent did as he was trained. Without saying it, she told us, these agents are trained to completely ignore and violate your own constitutional rights no matter what. And this will happen again, because this is exactly what happens when unlawful force is treated as procedure and civil liberties are completely dismissed, labeled as inconveniences. So I am begging you, because I have been begging my friends and family since ICE began taking over cities across this country, please understand this. If this can happen to one of us, it can happen to all of us. And no, I do not mean theoretically. I mean you, your mother, your children. Because this, just like everything else, is not about your skin color. It's not about your immigration status or even your gender. No. History shows us repeatedly that those groups are simply the easiest testing grounds when people in power want to see how far they can push before resistance. And what we are witnessing now is the message being delivered in real time, not just spoken, but enforced, that as Americans, we are expected to comply or be criminalized, comply or die. And if we keep telling ourselves this is about other people, then we are choosing not to see what is coming for the rest of us.
I mean, I think all this can be very personal. Look what you did to me, Chris. I have a 6-year-old, and live TV is great.
Who, by the way, I've met is super cool.
Seeing the image of those stuffed animals in the glove compartment of her car, really emotional for me. And I take away this is great. What I take away from this is, for me, that's the thing that stands out, that this was a family that could have been like mine. And there are a lot of situations, a lot of incidents that have involved ICE, have involved the government over the course of the past 13 months, in which there is resonance for other families in similar ways. And for me, it's hard to think about that family being affected in this way. And I know that there are lots of other people affected in that way. And I think it's important for us to remember the way in which we respond to these things, because that's the humanity. And that's, I think, fundamental to what America is understanding that all of us can be in these situations and all of us should be able to avoid them, particularly when they're so unnecessary as the shooting yesterday was.
And how do we become part of the solution? A 6-year-old boy has neither a father nor a mother today. Philip Bump, thank you for that.